beneath the moon, a suitcase in my hand. I'm headed for the platform where the steel rails kiss the land. The whistle howls, the lights shine bright, it's calling out my name. The midnight train to Nashville is my ticket to the flame. Oh, the midnight train to Nashville, it's running right on time. Through the hills and across the plains, I'm leaving it behind. The home I love, the life I've known, it's heavy on my chest. But the midnight train to Nashville might just bring me my best. I see the porch where Mama smiled, the acres Pa worked hard, the creaky fence, the kind of place where you don't need a guard. The laughter around the supper table, biscuits and sweet tea. But dreams of songs and city lights are pulling hard on me. Oh, the midnight train to Nashville, it's running right on time. Through the hills and across the plains, I'm leaving it behind. The home I love, the life I've known, it's heavy on my chest. But the midnight train to Nashville might just bring me my best. The rails hum low, a fiddle cries, a voice comes through the night. A promise laid in melody of hopes as high as flight. Though roots run deep in this old town, my heart is bound to roam. The midnight train to Nashville keeps me searching for my home. The city hums beneath my feet, the neon burns like fire. I sing my truth, my story's told, my heart a live wire. But every now and then I hear the quiet call of trees. The midnight train to Nashville brought me back to memories.
There's a whisper through the pine trees, soft as Mama's prayer. It sweeps across the dusty road, the town's no longer there. The front porch creaks with memories, the screen door holds the past. When the wind sings low and sweet, it carries love at last. In the fields of old tobacco, where Daddy broke his back, the sky turns gold at twilight, tracing all the love we lack. I see his face in shadows, his hand still callous strong. The wind it hums a melody, feels like he's never gone. When the wind sings, it tells our tale biscuits in the air. A jar of sweet peach jelly sits on Grandma's kitchen chair. The roots run deep on this old farm, though fences bend and rust. The wind revives the voices that have long returned to Durn. The wind sings, it tells our tale of blood and sweat, a lonesome trail. It wraps around this heart of mine, a timeless song that marks the time, a timeless song that marks the time.
The sun did flow on the smoky side. Fields are golden where dreams abide. Mama's voice hums through the autumn air. Her love's a lantern always there. Mountains call me home where my roots run deep, where the rivers whisper and the moon does weep. The simple life builds you strong and free. The mountains call me home, that's where I'll be. Daddy's hands are worn, but strong as stone. Built this life with love, made this valley home. Underneath the pines where the coyotes cry, the stars watch over, the years drift by. Mountains call me home where my roots run deep, where the rivers whisper and the moon does weep. The simple life builds you strong and free. The mountains call me home, that's where I'll be. There's a shovel leaning by the old wood stove. Stories of hard work, all our hearts wove. Each line and wrinkle on a face well lived. A life of giving more than what you give. Sunday mornings, the church bells ring. Voices rise and the choir sings. Hands are folded, prayers for rain. Home's a melody, sweet and plain. There's a shovel leaning by the old wood stove. Stories of hard work, all our hearts wove. Each line and wrinkle on a face well lived. A life of giving more than what you give. Sunday mornings, the church bells ring. Voices rise and the choir sing. Hands are folded, prayers for rain. Home's a melody, sweet and plain.
Slow creek whisper through the cottonwood trees. The porch lights glowing, swaying in a gentle breeze. The fields lie heavy with the harvest in the air, and lanterns in the fog shine like a farmer's prayer. The old barn leans where we'd chase fireflies at night. Dad's rough hands fixed it with a will of steel and might. Mama's voice would drift from the kitchen window high, singing faded hymns as the moon climbed the sky. Lanterns in the fall, guiding hearts back home through the restless dark, where dreams have always grown. A beacon in the still, when life feels far and wild. Lanterns in the fall, they're like heaven's smile. The gravel road winds where our stories always start. With every twist and turn, it traces out our hearts. Love and work stay rooted deep within this clay, and lanterns lead us on, no matter where we stray. There's laughter in the shadows, there's hope in every flame. They hold the hand of memory, they whisper every name. Simple lifelines glowing steady and so true. They light the way back home when there's nowhere left to view. Lanterns in the fall, guiding hearts back home through the restless dark, where dreams have always grown. A beacon in the still, when life feels far and wide. They're like heaven's smile. Lanterns in the fall, guiding hearts back home through the restless dark, where dreams have always grown. A beacon in the still, when life feels far and wild. Lanterns in the fall, they're like heaven's smile.
Prairie winds hum soft and low through fields of gold, where wildflowers grow. The sun sinks slow behind the hill, a quiet place where hearts stand still. Mama's hands grew rough with time, washing clothes and hanging lines. Daddy's boots walk miles of ground, building dreams where none were found. Soft whispers of the prairie sing, of simple joys in everything. A home, a heart, a place to stand. The honest touch of calloused hands. The rooster cries at morning's break, a cup sky. The night's so quiet you hear your soul, a million stories left untold. The stars above shine like they're near. A life of love, a heart calloused hands. The rooster cries at morning's break. A cup of coffee, a path to take. The cattle call, the wheat waves high. The night's so quiet you hear your soul, a million stories left untold. The stars above shine like they're near. A life of love, a heart sincere.
Busted tail lights on an old dirt road. Rusty old pickup bear and a heavy load. The radio crackles, playing Hank's refrain. Driving through the country in the pouring rain. Cornfields stretching as far as I can see. A world built on blood, sweat, and family. The barn leans softly, weathered by time, but the dreams inside it still shine and climb. Oh, pick up and dreams, that's the life for me. A heart full of hope and a land that's free. Through the trials, the storms, the highs and lows, we'll keep on driving where the wild wind blows. Mama's in the kitchen, pie on the sill. Daddy's calloused hands working up the hill. We were raised on faith and the land's embrace, with the proud lines carved on every face. The city lights may flicker, they might call my name, but they can't dim the fire or the childhood flame. The smell of rain on hay fields, it's in my veins. A life of silver linings edged with chains. Oh, pick up and dreams, that's the life for me. A heart full of hope and a land that's free. Through the trials, the storms, the highs and lows, we'll keep on driving where the wild wind blows. The city lights may flicker, they might call my name, but they can't dim the fire or the childhood flame. The smell of rain on hay fields, it's in my veins. A life of silver linings edged with chains. Oh, pick up and dreams, that's the life for me. A heart full of hope and a land that's free. Through the trials, the storms, the
hear the whistle blowing, the train rolls through the pine. The dusty fields are fading, but that home is still mine. Mama's in the kitchen, baking bread so warm, and the winds are softly whispering through the quiet farm. Oh, the homeward winds are calling, pulling me back again, through the hills, the golden meadows, and the memories within. In the arms of love and labor, where my roots still stand. The homeward winds won't let me lose the soul of this land. Daddy's hands are weathered, cracked from years of toil, plowing hope and sweat into every patch of soil. Grandpa hums a tune, sitting on that old porch chair. The simple songs of living, the gifts we share out there. Oh, the homeward winds are calling, pulling me back again, through the hills, the golden meadows, and the memories within. In the arms of love and labor, where my roots still stand. The homeward winds won't let me lose the soul of this land. The city lights are blinding, but they don't light my heart. I find my peace where rivers bend, where family played their part. So I'll pack this bag and leave behind the cold dark haze, following the winds that lead me to my better days. The barn still holds the echoes of laughing little boys. The starlit night still hum, full of unspoken joys. Home ain't just a house, it's a way we're all aligned. The journey to the heart, across the sands of time.
Out in the valley, where the cornfields sway, the ghosts of my people still whisper and play. Their hands built the fences, their hearts fought the wars. In the valley of the ancestors, their love endures. Granddaddy's plow sits rusted with time. His sweat turned the soil, his faith made it shine. Mama's old quilt tells stories untold of hard days ancestors, their roots guide my way. Church bell still echoes on Sunday morn, a hymn for the weary, for the lost and forlorn. The oak tree out back, where we carved our own names, still stands tall and steady through joys and through pain. And whispers, their stories untold. Each sunrise and sunset, the land speaks their truth. In the valley of the ancestors, that rest my youth. In the valley of the ancestors, I feel their embrace. In the wind across the meadows, in the lines on my face, they taught me to stand tall, to work and to pray. In the valley of the ancestors, their roots guide my way. Daddy's hands were leather rough, his heart steady as the reins. He'd saddle up that Mustang, ride through joy and pains. The fields stretch wide, the skies embrace, a farmer's endless friend. Each sunset burned like memories we knew would never end. Mustangs and memories, they run wild and free. The open plains, the winds have changed my family's legacy. Through trials and triumphs beneath the cottonwood tree, Mustangs and memories, they built this life for me. Mama's voice a lullaby, humming soft at night. The kitchen warm with stories told by old firelight. Cornbread rising, laughter strong, the sound of brothers' feet. A little house of love and toil felt so complete. Mustangs and memories, they run wild and free. The open plains, the winds have changed my family's legacy. Through trials and triumphs beneath the cottonwood tree, Mustangs and memories, they built this life for me. Years rolled on like rivers do, the family forged apart, but echoes of the ranch hand life still linger in my heart. The land we loved, the states we rode, still haunting every mile. I chase the past and in its stride I find myself in style. Now I ride my own path, but the lessons they remain. Work hard, love deep, and through the tears withstand the rain. The Mustangs, they taught me to run toward what's real, and memories remind me of the joy hard work can steal. family forged apart, but echoes of the ranch hand life still linger in my heart. The land we loved, the stage we rode, still haunting every mile. I chase the past and in its stride I find myself in style. Now I ride my own path, but the lessons they remain. Work hard, love deep, and through the tears withstand the rain. The Mustangs, they taught me to run toward what's real, and memories remind me of the joy hard work can steal. Lights glowing soft and warm, a haven safe from the coming storm. Daddy's boots sit by the door, Mama hums a hymn from days of yore. Oh, the stars over Tennessee, shining down on folks like you and me. Hard work, underneath that endless southern sky. The fields are golden, ripe with grain. Life flows steady like a slow night train. From the mountains high to the valley low, this simple life is all we know. The stars over Tennessee, shining down on folks like you and me. Hard work, love, and family ties underneath that endless southern sky. There's a peace you find 'neath the open air, with a firefly dance and a rocking chair. We don't need much, not fame or gold, just the stories shared, hands to hold. The barn stands proud, weathered but true, holding secrets about a life we knew. We build our dreams in the soil so deep, pray the future's a harvest we'll reap. There's a peace you find 'neath the open air, with a firefly dance and a rocking chair. We build our dreams in the soil so deep, and pray the future's a harvest we'll reap. Truck rattled through the clay dirt road, brought a piece of paper that lightened my load. Her handwriting shaky, but the love was so clear. A letter from home, the words I hold dear. It's the same old porch and the same screen door. The wind chimes singing the song you adore. We're proud of the fight, the miles you roam, but don't forget your heart belongs at home. She said the barn needs mending and the dog's growing old. The seasons keep changing, the nights turn cold, but every breath of that town, every wet breeze carries your name through the hills and the trees. It's the same old porch and the same screen door. The wind chimes singing the song you adore. We're proud of the fight, the miles you roam, but don't forget your heart belongs at home. The smell of fresh bread and the creek out back, Grandpa's old chair where he sat and smoked his stack. No matter what riches this world may comb, the treasure I crave lives in that home. Now I sit beneath a sky of endless gray, dreaming of the yard where my siblings play. This letter is my anchor, my guide in the storm, a reminder to go back where my soul feels warm. Yeah. It's the same old porch and the same screen door. The wind chimes singing the song you adore. Oh, we're proud of the fight, the miles you roam, but don't forget your heart belongs at home. Your heart belongs at home. The rooster crowed at the break of day. Mist in the holler, it don't fade away. Mama's coffee brewing, bacon in the pan. Daddy's boots on, he's a working man. Oh, Appalachian Dawn, lighting up the sky. Simple hearts and hands, no need to question why. Life's a song we're singing with the mountains deep and wide underneath this Appalachian sky. The fields are calling, tractor groans awake. Sweat on my brow with each step I take. Grandpa on the porch, strumming that old tune. Fiddle in the evening, neath the rising moon. Oh, Appalachian Dawn, light where we all belong. The seasons change, but we stay the same. Living off the land, feeling no shame. A melody of thunder rolls through the trees, and whispers of the earth bring me to my knees. Oh, Appalachian Dawn, lighten up the sky. Simple hearts and hands, no need to question why. Life's a song we're singing with the mountains deep and wide underneath this Appalachian sky. The seasons change, but we stay the same. Living off the land, feeling no shame. A melody of thunder rolls through the trees, and whispers of the earth bring me to my knees. With a wrap-around porch where the clotheslines fly. Mama's humming soft while the supper gets done, and the world feels right where the river hums. Daddy's boots by the door, dust from fields in the air. His hands are worn from the years of hard care. The sunsets glow like the fire's warm drum. It all feels alive where the river hums. Where the river hums to the song of the land. A home built strong by a callous hand. Memories flow just like the water runs. They all come alive where the river hums. With a gingham dress sway, heart full of dreams and a smile to stay. We carved our names in an old oak's trunk, made our promise where the river hums. Now years have passed and the kids have all grown. They send postcards to this place they once called home. But we still sit while the cicadas strum, together at peace where the river hums. Where the river hums to the song of the land. A home built strong by a callous hand. Memories flow just like the water runs. They all come alive where the river hums. The rhythm of life and the dance of the earth, a gentle reminder of the land's true worth. From the early dawns till the steady drums, we're woven in time where the river hums. Where the river hums to the song of the land. A home built strong by a callous hand. Memories flow just like the water runs. They all come alive where the river hums. day's work is done. The wind carries secrets, stories untold, of the folk who toiled here, their hearts pure as gold. Mama's in the kitchen with her apron tied tight. Papa's on the porch pipe glowing in the night. The screen door creaks with a rhythm so sweet, to the tune of a life where the world feels complete. When the wheat fields whisper, we hear it all. The laughter, the love, the rise and the fall. Through the seasons of plenty and the years that were lean, the whisper reminds us of all we've seen. Summer storms coming, clouds rolling in, but the farmer keeps faith, come loss or wind. A prayer in his heart and a calloused hand, building a future on this forgotten land. Arms light as a load. When the wheat fields whisper, we hear it all. The laughter, the love, the rise and the fall. Through the seasons of plenty and the years that were lean, the whisper reminds us of all we've seen. Sunrise catches me on a worn-out plow. Hands like leather don't matter much now. The fields are dry, the cistern ain't full, and the weight of the world tugs at this old boat. The barn door creaks, a familiar sound. Rust on the hinges, rain never comes round. But the cows still bellow, their hunger won't wait. I shoulder the burden, it's a rancher's fate. Oh, the land takes its due as the years roll along. A fight with the earth where I know I belong. Through trial
picture hangs by the kitchen still, a memory carved deeper than any hill. She left in the spring with a tearful goodbye, but the soil's my partner under this lone sky. And maybe the wind knows the secrets I keep of love I've buried and nights I can't sleep. Yet I rise every morning, the dust calls my name. This land, this life, it's all the same. At sunset, I sit on the porch for a while, with a guitar strumming and a half-hearted smile. The stars overhead, they don't ask me why. I live for this life till the day that I die. Morning light across the tall grass sways, dust on my boots starts another day. Breeze rolls in, takes the sweat from my brow. This is my home, I don't need much now. Broken fence by the old cattle gate, a weathered barn stands its fight with fate. I hear the honk, watch the wild horses run. Out here life's tough but full of sun. Heart of the Great Plains, strong and true, fields of gold and skies so blue. With dirt on my hands and love in my veins, I'm never leaving the heart of the Great Plains. Granddad's plow rests beside the shed. Memories live where the corn's been fed. We work till the stars light up the night. Hard work and love make this life feel right. Time moves slow where the wheat fields grow. Through storms and drought, we always know the land gives life and the skies give rain. We find our strength in the heart of the Great Plains. Of the Great Plains, strong and true, fields of gold and skies so blue. With dirt on my hands and love in my veins, I'm never leaving the heart of the Great Plains. falls off my brow, the earth feels alive. These simple roots remind me where my heart thrives. Mama's on the porch, coffee in her hand. Daddy's in the barn, a hard-working man. Songs hum through the valley with the breeze so far. Dreams are sown with melodies from an old guitar. Golden grains and guitars, life under these stars. Love grows in the soil, and we patch up the scars. From the fields to the stage, it's who we are. Homes forever in the sound of golden grains and guitars. Laughter at the table when the day is done. Candles on the window cast the setting sun. Strings are strummed and voices join in tune. Harmony fills our hearts under the country moon. Every mile I wander, no matter how far, I carry the warmth of home deep in my heart. Through dusty roads or crowded city bars, I'll always sing the story of golden grains and guitars. Golden grains and guitars, life under these stars. Love grows in the soil, and we patch up the scars. From the fields to the stage, it's who we are. Homes forever in the sound of golden grains and guitars. Every mile I wander, no matter how far, I carry the warmth of home deep in my heart. Through dusty roads or crowded city bars, I'll always sing the story of golden grains and guitars. Golden grains and guitars, life under these stars. Love grows in the soil, and we patch up the scars. From the fields to the stage, it's who we are. Homes forever in the sound of golden grains and guitars. Sunrise comes, another day to toil, with hands of leather turning this soil. Sweat on my brow, the earth in my hands, growing dreams on this patch of land. This American farmer, simple and free, living off the land beneath the old oak tree. Through the storms and the trials I carry on, with love in my heart and my roots in the dawn. A porch light welcome cast in a glow. My kids in the yard, they're watching crops grow. The scent of the kitchen, biscuits and stew, a life that's built on what's real and true. This American farmer, simple and free, living off the land beneath the old oak tree. Through the storms and the trials I carry on, with love in my heart and my roots in the dawn.
may fail, but I've weathered worse, I know my tale. Faith in the sky and boots to the ground, it's this quiet strength that holds me bound. This American farmer, simple and free, living off the land beneath the old oak tree. Through the storms and the trials I carry on, with love in my heart and my roots in the dawn. This American farmer, simple and free, living off the land beneath the old oak tree. Through the storms and the trials I carry on, with love in my heart and my roots in the dawn. Out past the rusted mailbox, down a gravel road so long, Grandpa's porch lights glowing to the tune of an old song. The amber fields are swaying as the fiddles cry low. They whisper tales of heartache where the steady winds blow. Amber fields and fiddles play the stories of my kin. Simple days and calloused hands where memories begin. Humming with the crickets under the moonlight's gentle haze. Home is in the heartache where steel strings softly blaze. Mama's apron stained with dust, her voice steady and clear, singing to the Sunday pots as supper draws us near. Daddy's boots by the doorway, the scent of labor's pride. The fiddle bowl cuts through the dusk with every note untied. Amber fields and fiddles play the stories of my kin. Simple days and calloused hands where memories begin. Humming with the crickets under the moonlight's gentle haze. Home is in the heartache where steel strings softly blaze. The world may chase its glitter, but out here the stars shine. A melody in the wheat fields, a taste of muscadine. The fiddle tells our stories of joy and sorrow's reign. In amber fields of autumn, it's here I'll remain. Through winter's cold and springtime's bloom, the land still holds us close, and fiddles sing the same old tune through joy and through the loss. The firelight flickers softly as Grandpa taps his shoe. This home of amber fields and streams will always see me through. grandpa pulled the plow through the stubborn clay. With hands worn rough from every long day, he built this home with his heart-held dreams, by the firelight glow and the old moon's beams. Mama baked bread in the early dawn, singing soft tunes before the sun had drawn. The quilt she stitched told a tale so wide of love that runs like a river inside. Pioneer legacy carved in the dust and rain, sweat and tears in the fields and the grain. Through the winds of change, their hearts stayed true, living the honest way, red, white, and blue. The barn still stands where the wild grass sways, echoes from years ago, simple days. A strong backbone of a humble town, their stories rise though the sun dips down. We carry their fire, their work, their name, through ups and downs, through fortune and shame. This land reminds us of sacrifices made, where dreams